Jarrett Culver is an athletic two-guard prospect that's projected to go top 10 on virtually every NBA draft board. Despite his poor play in the NCAA tournament, the 6'6" sophomore out of Texas Tech has played well enough this year to solidify himself as a lottery pick. Culver showcased his NBA talent several times this year, whether it was his shooting off the dribble, driving ability, or playmaking. It's clear that Jarrett is ready for the next level. In this video, I'll be looking at his strengths and weaknesses, and also gauging his impact in the NBA. Jarrett is at his best when he's attacking off the dribble and finishing at the rim. His first step is sneaky quick and explosive. He loves to attack out of the triple threat using jab steps and pump fakes to freeze the defense. Here we see Jarrett being guarded by one of the best defenders in the ACC, Cam Reddish. He sizes him up with a few jab steps, then with a quick hesitation, he freezes Cam and drives to the hoop for a tough and one finish. I love the way he's able to get to the rim with one or two dribbles, and Jarrett is very capable of breaking down the defense with a solid ball handling ability. His handle isn't the tightest, but he changes directions at an elite level, which makes him a pretty tough cover. And while he isn't very big physically, Jarrett knows how to finish through contact. He uses his body to absorb the contact, and he knows how to play the glass well with either his right or left hand. Overall, Jarrett is a dangerous slasher on the wing. Jarrett has had some inconsistency with his jump shooting this year, especially from three. While this is a little concerning, Jarrett is still someone you have to keep an eye on the perimeter because he can really heat up in a hurry. He's capable of making threes and catch and shoot situations, off ball screens, and off the dribble. The same goes with his mid-range game, which was something I was really impressed with. He loves to pull up in the high post area with 1 to 2 dribbles, preferably going left. He rises up quickly and his release point is high, which makes his shot tough to contest. It's really impressive that he can get his shot off with his back to the basket as well. These two clips right here are pro moves, but Jarrett makes it look very effortless. He's a talented scorer at the two-guard spot that's capable of doing multiple things on offense. And this is an area of his game that's still developing, but Jarrett has shown some promise as a playmaker. His scoring ability draws a lot of attention. Every game the defense collapses on Culver when he's in the lane, but he's shown numerous times that he can find the open man in the post or on the perimeter. He needs to cut down on the turnovers and keep his head up a little more, but he's a willing passer with a solid basketball IQ. Jarrett needs to improve his consistency on the perimeter and decision-making on jump shots. Jarrett's three-point percentage took a big drop this year, going from 38% freshman year to 30% as a sophomore. Shot selection plays a role in his low percentage. He forces the issue a lot when he's trying to get his shot going. I've also noticed when he's not able to get around a defender, he'd rather settle for a tough contested jump shot. This usually happens in the mid-range area. Decision-making as a driver needs to improve as well. Too many times I've seen Jarrett drive right into the heart of the defense with nowhere to go, which leads to a forced layup or a turnover. He's a talented attacker, but his ball handling isn't quite there yet. When he's faced with a solid defender, Jarrett can have a tough time getting to the hoop because he doesn't have much wiggle in his game after his initial move. Despite these weaknesses, Jarrett was still an effective scorer this year, but he'll be going up against NBA defenders next year, so it's a must for Jarrett to work on this area of his game. Well, here's my verdict. Jarrett Culver is one of the best scoring guards in this year's draft that has the potential to be a solid shooting guard at the next level. He has good size and length for his position. He's a very capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. He gets to the hoop and finishes well, and the talent is there when it comes to creating for others. He needs to prove that he can be a consistent threat from the perimeter, and also adding some dribble moves to his arsenal will be beneficial against the elite defenders in the league. I would also like to see Jarrett showcase some solid defense. He's a good athlete with long arms, but from the film I watched, he was a pretty average on-ball defender. This is really something that you can't teach. You either have it or you don't, but I believe if he goes to the right coach that pushes him, then we might be able to see him flourish on defense because he definitely has the tools. Let's see how Jarrett develops over the next couple of years. If he continues to improve, then you could expect for him to be a quality two guard at the next level.